I can say, turn on smart heater.
Okay.
Change temperature on smart heater to 15 degrees. Hi there, today we're unboxing a smart Wi-Fi fan heater. So this particular one is by Ener-J. Details are in the description below for anyone thinking of purchasing. So let's take a quick look around the packaging. It comes in a large box. You can see there's a picture of the actual heater here. Details regarding it working with IFTTT, works with Amazon Alexa and the Google Assistant. Comes with a 2-year warranty, 1800 watt. It's got an option to choose the required heating of 1000 or 1800 watts heating, or only use this as a fan. Then it's got temperature control. You can control via an app. Voice controls available, and it can oscillate as well. Coming around this side, just the details I've already mentioned. On the back, another picture of what we've already seen, and then some details regarding it. So specification, rated voltage 230 volts AC, fixed frequency 50 Hertz, rated power 1800 watts, oscillation angle 50 degrees, heating setting low high, temperature setting 15 degrees to 35 degrees, timer 0 to 8 hours, and some additional details here. Coming down here, it highlights it uses the EnerJ Smart App. So if it uses that, it also works with SmartLife and Tuya as well. QR codes for Android and QR code for iOS. So let's open it up and see what we get in the packaging. Okay, so I've laid out all the items you get in the packaging, so let me quickly go through them one by one. Instructions. So these are in English and German. Very straightforward to add this in from what I've seen. So next we have the heater. So height wise it's 25 centimeters, width is 16.5 and depth is 14.5. Cable length on this is 1.5 meters, and just to highlight, UK plug on there with a fuse. Cable quality feels very good. Coming on the front, we've got a grill, metal, the rest of it's plastic, rubber feet at the bottom, and the oscillation must come from this area here. Turning around the side, nothing on there. Got branding on the top, nothing on this side. And looking at the back, you can see an on-off button here, some details down there. Smart heater, and they've got a model number there. Voltage details, made in China, importer EnerJ Smart, and some details below. Got a vent area here, so there's a fan. And that's it. Build wise, it feels good and nice strong construction to it. Let's make a start at setting up this device. So I have my Android phone here. If I click on the Play Store and we search for EnerJ Smart, that's the app we're after. If you haven't got it installed, obviously install it. Then you'll have to sign up. Once you've signed up, then you can sign into the app. And then once you've signed in, this is what you'll be presented with. Dialogue like this. Next thing we want to do is click Add Device, and then we'll select Fan. Next we need to power on the device, so the plug here are plugging at the side. You can see it's come on. And next we need to confirm if there's a blinking light on there, and you can see just there a Wi-Fi indicator flashing away. Just to note, there's a safety cutoff on this, so if it moves, it just cuts out. And what that is, there's a switch underneath there. So if I highlight it, it's just over here. So if I push that down, it comes back on. So it's just a safety net in case it falls down, for instance. Now coming back to the app, if I click confirm indicator rapidly blink, next we need to enter in our Wi-Fi password. Mine's already cached as I've used the app previously. So let's click confirm and let's give it a moment. And there you go, it's successfully added. So if I click done, and if we come back for a moment, now looking here, you've got a shortcut to turn on the device. So if I go into the device first of all, let's go through the options you have available. So clicking here at the side, this is device details, so you can modify the name of the device. Then you've got device location, check the network, supported third-party control, so it's Alexa and Google Assistant only. Share devices, so you can share this device with other people to control. Create group, so you can create a group of multiple devices paired together. Device info, this will be IP address and MAC address details. Help and feedback, check for firmware update, remove device, and restore manufacturer defaults. Now coming back from here, then you can see countdown and offline, nothing else is on. So looking at the bottom, there's a power button. If I click that, that turns it on and it says current temperature is 21 degrees. Now I can take the temperature down on this. So I've set it to 20 degrees and it's saying current temperature is 21. Now clicking here, nothing happens. You can set a countdown, so you can leave it on for a certain amount of time. Coming back from there, looking below, you can see heating. So it's on low at the moment. If I click on high, I can actually feel the heat coming directly at me as I'm sitting just in front of the heater. Let's take the heat down to low, and then we've got offline and done. Next to that, you've got oscillation. And there you go, starts oscillating. Nice bit of functionality on here. And now temperature wise, let's take the temperature right down. So that's actually turned the heating off and the air's much cooler now. So it's just acting as a fan now. Clicking on schedule, click add timer, and there you can set a timer for an action to happen. So you can say the days of the week you want it to happen, switch on or off, what you're after, and then target temperature. So it's saying warm prompt. For safety reasons, the timing function switch is set to open. The device will turn on and blow out cold air. If you need to blow out warm air, you can use a phone app or directly control the device to heat it up. Okay, so that's fair enough. So by default, it will just blow out cold air. Okay, come in here, target temperature, so you can adjust it. So maximum is 35 and minimum is 15 on there. Okay, coming back again, and that's all the options you have available. So as you saw, very easy to set up and configure. Now, if I come back, click the off button here, there you go, turns off, and then you can see a countdown on there. So let's give it a moment. Fan's still running on there, even though I've turned it off. So there you go, it's turned off now. So it goes through some sort of cool down process just before it completely shuts down. So nice bit of functionality here. Next, if I drop this down, turn off my Wi-Fi, let it connect to 4G, and in theory it should just work. So if I now turn power on, there you go, it's come on. So no ports to open on your router, just works straight out of the box, and you can control it remotely as well. Next, just to show the device can work with SmartLife and Tuya. So I've got the SmartLife app here. If I click on that, click on plus, click on small home appliance, click on fan, and then we need to confirm a light's blinking rapidly, which it is. Next, we click confirm indicator rapidly blink. Need to enter in our Wi-Fi password if it's not already filled in. Just to note, this device only works on 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi, so keep that in mind if you do get it. Then we'll just click confirm and give it a moment. And there you go, it's added in. So if I click done, so coming back, same functionality here. You've got the shortcut to turn it on and off. And coming in, looks exactly the same. Looking here, you can see a few additional items. So tap to run and automation. So you can do smart scenes with this. Next, you've got offline notifications. If it does go offline, you'll be notified, and nothing else is different. If I go back and we now turn it on, same thing again. You've got a temperature control, so you can increase it, decrease it. Then you've got at the bottom, you've got heating, high, low, offline. Turn it to low. Oscillation is there as well. If I click it again, you can stop it. Then you've got schedule, clicking on timer. All the options are exactly the same. So there you go. Works with SmartLife and simple to set up as well. Next, looking in SmartLife, if I look at the bottom, you've got smart, and this is where you can set up your own smart automation. If I click to automation, then the plus, click on when device status changes, and then we pick the heater, and these are different options available in there. So as you can see, quite a considerable amount. Target temperature. So you can pick up on these sort of things to do different things. So for instance, you could get a light turning on, maybe even indicating that a certain temperature has been reached, time remaining, just to note some of it's still in Chinese. I'm sure EnerJ will be updating this at some point. And just to show some of the other ones on there. Okay, so now going back in the smart heater, let's rename it. Let's just call it smart heater. There you go. And now if I come back And now let me show how to get this device set up on the Google Home and the Amazon Alexa. So I've got the Home app here. If I click on that, click in the corner, Assistant Settings, Assistant, Home Control, click on the plus. I've shown this many a times, but you'd add in SmartLife, enter in your credentials, and it will link in with the service. Now if I come back and we scroll down, there you go, Smart Heater. If I click on there, this is what you're presented with. So if I click on settings, you can see the name, you can rename it here, you can unlink it, you can add it to a home, going back, add it to a room up here, coming back, and then you can change temperature. Just to show, at the moment it says indoor 22 degrees, cool mode. If I click on that, nothing happens. So let's come back for a moment. There's no buttons there. So let me unmute my Google Home.
The microphone is back on.
And I can say, turn on Smart Heater.
Okay, turning on the Smart Heater.
Change Smart Heater temperature to 25 degrees.
Sure, setting the Smart Heater to 25 degrees.
Turn off Smart Heater.
Okay, turning off the Smart Heater.
And there you go, as simple as that to control via the Google Home. Next, let me show how to get this device working with the Amazon Alexa. So I've got my Alexa app here. If I click on there, click in the side, go to Skills and Games, and we search for SmartLife. That's the skill we're after. So if you haven't got it enabled, enable it, enter in your credentials. It will link in with the skill. And now if we go to Devices, scroll along, go to All Devices, and you can see it there, Smart Heater. So if I click on that, there you go, you've got temperature control there, so you can change it. Clicking on Settings, you can rename it as well, and detailing the fact it's linked to SmartLife, you can delete it and disable it too. Now coming back, you can create a routine with it as well. Now if I unmute my Alexa, I can say, turn on Smart Heater.
Okay.
Change temperature on Smart Heater to 15 degrees.
Smart Heater is set to 15.
Turn off Smart Heater.
Okay.
There you go. As simple as that to get set up with the Amazon Alexa as well. So very easy to set up, and voice control is possible with both devices here, with both the Google Home and the Amazon Alexa. Next, just to highlight, the fan heater can be controlled. You don't have to rely on the app to control it. So around here are all the controls. If I press there, turns on, just to show. Press that, oscillation will start. Then we have timer here. So I can just press it. You can just put it on countdown timer. Clicking here, I can change temperature. And here is the heat setting. So good functionality here. You don't have to rely on the app to control it. Okay, so you've seen the unboxing and setup of this Wi-Fi fan heater. Very simple to set up and configure. Can be controlled remotely. You've got voice control on there as well. And I love the fact that it works with SmartLife and Tuya as well. So there you go. I hope it's helped anyone thinking of purchasing this. Details are in the description below. Thanks for viewing, and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe.